Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we'll discuss the various chronic inflammatory conditions which affect the skin, and these two conditions which are being displayed on your screens, psoriasis and the lichen planus. These are the most important one as compared to your OSP and MCQs. These two disorders, they need special elaboration: psoriasis and the lichen planus. Psoriasis. It is a chronic inflammatory dermatosis that appear to have an autoimmune basis. So this is an autoimmune disorder that affects the skin. This is a very important point that 15% of the patients who develop psoriasis, they have an associated arthritis, and that arthritis it is associated with HLA-B27 gene, and this HLA-B27 gene, it is also associated with few other arthritis or few other autoimmune disorders, and psoriatic arthritis is one of those disorders. So the same point that it is associated with HLA locus and CD4 positive T cells and CD8 positive T cells, they are the main culprits that are involved in the pathogenesis of the psoriasis. Elbows, knees, intergluteal cleft and scalp, they are the main areas that are most frequently affected by the psoriasis. Lesions of the psoriasis, they are covered by loosely adherent silver white scales. When we try to remove these silver white scales, minute spots of bleeding or minute bleeding points they develop, and these bleeding points, they give a specific feature that is called as Auspitz sign. Auspitz sign will be mentioned at the end of this slide. Nail changes can occur in about 30% of the cases and result in yellowish brown discoloration of the nails. And onycholysis is another important term. One mark question can be asked in the OSP. In onycholysis, there is separation of the nail plate from the underlying bed. Auspitz sign के बारे में I have informed you people already that when we try to remove that loosely adherent silver white scale, it will result in the minute bleeding points. Now moving on to the microscopic features of the psoriasis. First of all, please note the important microscopic features, and then I will correlate these microscopic features with the diagram. There is marked epidermal thickening, test tube in the rack, appearance of the rete ridges. Granulosum is thinned or absent, and there is presence of the parakeratotic scales. Monroe abscesses, they are very common feature of this psoriasis, and they can be seen very commonly on the microscopic features. They are covered by scaly white patches, and when these patches they are removed, they can result in minute bleeding points. So this is the microscopic feature of microscopic slide of the psoriasis. Stratum granulosum, that is thinned. So the topmost layer, that is the stratum granulosum, that is being thinned out, and this is an important feature. And when you look just above, just at that point where the stratum granulosum is thick, there is presence of this parakeratotic scales. This is also demonstrated in this picture and even mentioned. And in these parakeratotic scales, you can see a small micro abscess that comprises of the neutrophils. आगे जाके next slide में it will be more cleared. Going downwards, you can see spongiosis. There is loosening of this spongiosis layer, stratum spinosum layer, and there is presence of this dermal edema. So deep in the dermis, you can see the lymphocytic infiltrate, the capillaries. They are dilated. Words, and they can be seen as the test tube in the rack appearance. They can be seen that the test tubes are placed in the racks. I will just mark these Monro abscesses. Uh, this is a Monro abscess. This is a small micro abscess that comprises of few neutrophils. In these Monro abscesses or Monro micro abscesses, they are an important feature of this psoriasis. So this gives a more clear view of the test tube in the rack appearance. I have marked it with the red ink, and you can see that the rete ridges, they are projecting downwards, and they are making that the test tubes, they are placed in the rack. So this is the test tube in the rack appearance. Next important condition that is present in the chronic inflammatory dermatosis, that is lichen planus. Lichen planus, it is always remembered by 6 P's. By these 6 P's, we mean that these are pruritic, purplish, polygonal, planar papules and plaques. So this is a tongue twister which include these 6 P's: pruritic, purplish, polygonal, planar, papules and plaques. And these 6 P's, they constitute the lichen planus. The pathogenesis, that is not that completely known. However, there is a cell-mediated cytotoxic CD8 positive cell response at the dermo-epidermal junction that result in development of these typical lesion of the lichen planus. Oral lesion, they are very common and they can persist for years. However, another important feature to note about lichen planus is that squamous cell carcinoma can arise in the lesion of the lichen planus. So the same thing, that there is CD8 positive cytotoxic cell mediated response at the dermo-epidermal junction. So similarly, there is expression of some altered antigen against which that CD8 positive response is initiated at the dermo-epidermal junction or in the basal epidermis. Morphology. Whenever we have to describe the morphology, like in this case of lichen planus, initially we have to describe all the 6 P's: the purplish, pruritic, polygonal, planar papules and the plaques. They are itchy. Itching is a very important feature of lichen planus. Violaceous and flat topped papules. The top of these lesion, that is flat. Vicum basically these papules or these lesions of the lichen planus, as you will see in the coming slides, they are highlighted by some whitish stria or whitish dots, and these whitish dots or whitish lines, they are called as Wickham stria. In 70% of the cases, the oral lesions are present, and as in the previous slide, I told you that the oral lesion can persist for years. The most important location of the lichen planus is the extremities. They usually develop on the extremities, and they are usually multiple in number. Microscopic feature, one very important consistent feature is the interface dermatitis. By interface dermatitis, that we mean that there is infiltration of the lymphocyte or the infiltration of the chronic inflammatory cells at the dermo-epidermal junction. The cells, they will be grouped together, or they will be present in abundance at the basal epidermis or the dermo-epidermal region. Start to think of the rete ridges, that is another important feature. जैसे previously in psoriasis, the test tube in the rack appearance was important feature. Similarly, in lichen planus, start to think is a very important feature. There may occur the degeneration and necrosis of the basal keratinocyte. Squamatization हो सकती है ऊपर, squamous debris can be seen. Sievert bodies or the colloid bodies, another important feature. These are anucleated basal cells, or you can more specifically say these are necrotic anucleated basal cells which become incorporated in the dermis, and when they become incorporated or in the dermis, they are called as Sievert bodies or the colloid bodies. So anucleated necrotic basal cells. Population color, and when you look more with more you can with more concentration, you can see these whitish spots or whitish lines which are present on these lesions. These are called as Wickham stria, and also remember they are multiple in number, and as this is present on the leg, so the third point is also clarified that lichen planus, the lesions, they are usually present on the extremities. This is the microscopic view, the interface dermatitis. I have uh, marked with this green ink that these are the presence of the lymphocytic infiltrate, and it is also marked with these black lines. The lymphocytic infiltrate that is present at the junction of the dermis and epidermis. So this is the dermoepidermal junction lymphocytic infiltrate. Please also note the Sievert bodies, the apoptotic or anucleated necrotic basal cells that become incorporated in that dermoepidermal junction, and these are the Sievert bodies or the colloid bodies, a very important and consistent feature of the lichen planus.